Hey guys! It has been more than 3 weeks of war happening in Ukraine, in my homeland, where I was born. I still have a lot of friends and relatives there. Part of them left Ukraine. Some of them are in Ukraine. All my 3 brothers currently in Ukraine. They're helping people with the food, with the medicine. They help to leave some civilians the city as kids, old people, disabled people, women. But even women in Ukraine are fighting for their homeland. Since I moved to US from Ukraine 7 years ago, and I am glad that I can make this video in English. I want to explain how does it happen that small Ukraine fight successfully with a big Russia. Also, at the end of this video, I will give my prediction who will win in this war, in this conflict. Officially, Russia doesn't acknowledge this is a war. They call it special military operation. But I think everyone understands if the regular army of Russia fights with the regular army Ukraine, this is the war. When a lot of civilians die, it's a war. And the first victim of war became the truth. The devastating informed war is going right now. A lot of Russians support this war, more than 73%. They think in Ukraine a lot of Nazis. They support their leader Putin because they don't know the truth about war in Ukraine. They think Ukrainians create some biological weapons. Every day Russian TV tells how brave Russian soldiers and how they help Ukrainians. They have a big mission to save Ukraine from the West influence. Right now, they want to hide the truth about victims, about burned and destroyed cities. They blocked Instagram, Facebook. Government of Russia is trying to separate Russians from the truth information. Russians love Vladimir Putin. They love usurper of power. Russia got a lot of sanctions from the world, but still continues this war. I think Putin understands right now that was big mistake when he attacked Ukraine. Only way for him to save his power in Russia to fight with Ukraine. When war started, everyone in Russia thought that they will win fast. They thought that in couple days they will take the Kyiv, the capital city of Ukraine. Even President Biden said that in 96 hours Kyiv will fail. I'm glad it didn't happen. After 3 weeks, Russia didn't take any big city in Ukraine. How does it happen that second army of the world fights so weak with Ukrainians? Why Russia's army stuck now? That's something unbelievable. Ukrainians were prepared for this war. West analytics said that war will happen. Ukrainians even got some possible dates of invasion. The dates weren't quite correct, but eventually it happened a little bit later, after the Olympic Games. Army of Ukraine was dramatically reformed in last several years after the conflict with Russia that happened in 2014. And government of Ukraine was prepared for invasion of Russia. At the same time, Russian soldiers came to foreign land where no one wants to see them. They have no idea what they are doing in Ukraine. Most of them thought it was a training. This is also an interesting moment. You cannot win the war based on constant lying. Just imagine the level of disorganization when different divisions had no idea what will happen next. Why do they kill civilians? Why do they burn cities? Why they bombing hospitals? Disorganization, no cooperation, lying, no clear goals. In Russian army, there are a lot of young people that have finished high schools not so long ago. The troops' morale is the foundation of any army. Ukrainians fights for their homeland. Their president, Vladimir Zelensky, speaks to them every day and encourages them. He doesn't leave the country. He motivates and inspires Ukrainians, and not only Ukrainians, but people around the world. The whole Putin's idea was to fight against Nazis, but instead they got a lot of Ukrainians standing up and fighting for their freedom. To attack is always harder because you don't know the maps, you don't know cities, you need food, you need gas. Tanks are not Tesla. Tank eats so many diesel, unbelievably a lot. Guess how many? The average is 30 gallons per hour. 30 gallons per hour. Sometimes it could be 60 gallons per hour. It depends on the area. Temperature in Ukraine in this time of March is so low. It's really cold. The Russian soldiers, it's not good at all. And everything is so hard because Ukrainian army will be fighting to the death. Even civilians fights with the Russians. They have weapons, they have everything to fight. They don't want to see Russian soldiers on their homeland. Civilians take the arms in their hands and defend their cities. And some stopped Russian tanks with their bare hands. Today, Ukrainians united together as never before. It's easy to start the war, but to win the war is very hard. Even if Putin eventually will take Kiev and other big cities of Ukraine, it's only the matter of time when Russian soldiers leave areas of Ukraine and people will be fighting for their homeland again. Right now, Ukrainians have unbelievable support from the Europe, from the US, from the West world, from almost the whole world. People make donations, they send food, clothes, medication. Ukraine got a lot of weapons. From other hand, Russia got a lot of sanctions. Very soon, Russia's bank system, maybe in couple months, will collapse. We pray for Ukraine. We constantly support Ukrainians. I also worry about all Russians who got a trap in Putin's propaganda. Every day they are getting a big lie on their TV. Putin has blocked TikTok, Facebook, Instagram already, and I think next will be YouTube. He's trying to hide the truth. My prediction that is only way to finish this war fast is to change government of Russia. I hope it will happen soon, in a few months, if it's not happened. Instead Russia, we will get new North Korea. We need a miracle. I don't see how this conflict will be solved in a few months or less. So many innocent people die because of the ambition of one person. I hope Russians will wake up soon and they will change their government that constantly lying to them. I hope the Ukraine will win and peace comes soon. I love you guys. See you soon in our next video.